factory a couple of times, which is they really show some kind of efficiency. But it contrasts heavily with. We also go to this very classical place. It's Rukel Crystal Works, and they make some fun stuff, some nice looking stuff. Oh, that's not going well. I should have nuked that one.
Access granted.
Okay, that works. Yeah, I have a couple of crystal statues here, like statuettes, like tiny little things. But there you really see that Eastern European attitude towards work, where all the safety regulations that there are, nobody follows them. And I mean, there's literally people with a big pint of beer, just working a forge with no protective equipment, people using, what do you call those, like etching blades, those little sort of drill engines with no glasses, no ear protection. They could really injure themselves, but they don't really care. And it's really interesting to see this Eastern European attitude, where if you talk to them about it, like why do you not, are you not given security gear? And just go like, oh yeah, they said that we should wear this, but they can't tell me what to do. Hey, sweetie. How are you doing? Let's see. We are doing something you'd like, which is looting everything. Tracy program initiated exactly at the time you joined Fishy. Haha! Just rage quit XCOM. Jexes, it's XCOM. You know that is exactly how that game works. Hello? Oh. Hey! Just now you were not empty. Oh wait, I pressed E, so I auto-looted, didn't I? E is take all, yeah. Come on. Yep. You're safe, don't worry. Okay, let's hack this baby. Time to get back to Bloodborne. Hi-oh! You also had bad cable management in Prague. Fub? You would have found it horrifying. I kid you not.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
I mean, Skoda was very well organized. That was some solid design and practice right there. Yeah, gas mine. Oh! Oof. No, some of the other places we've seen, no. Any other interesting loot? So, Tracy, how was One Finger Death Punch? I noticed you were playing that a little bit earlier. I haven't played it myself, but I've heard One Finger Death Punch is a good experience. Or painkillers. All the painkillers. Quick save before every hack. All the loot. Yup. 2 missions of missing 80 to 90% headshots and aliens doing shit flanking. You're done for the day. That's that sounds like XCOM.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
That reminds me, by the way. I wonder how interested you would be, and by you I mean just all of you in the chats, and specifically the people I game. Whoa, that's not the one I wanted. Specifically the people I also game with.
Granted.
Pit people. I've heard Total Biscuit and Jesse Cox talk about it in the Co-optional podcast, and apparently it's a strategy, turn-based strategy type of thing that you can play co-op. It's not as hardcore as XCOM. Sort of, it's a little bit more forgiving. I don't know, it looked interesting to me. So I don't know if any of you would be interested in doing that, of the people that I usually game with. Okay, same place. Say what? I can smack through this, but there's nothing here. Troll game. Troll. Skoda is run by Germans. Of course it's organized. I wasn't gonna say it, Fub, but yes, that is the reason. One Finger Death Punch, typical sample game that should be, by all means, be a terrible game, but it isn't.
Problems?
Don't have to smash things.
Nothing I can't handle. We're just waiting on chicane.
Hey, Jexus,
So tell me about
is One
this
Finger
new lead,
Death Punch one
the
with
Intellicam
Luna
footage.
No mode?
State police dropped it off this morning, badly corrupted. But Cheng worked his magic and managed to recover some images. They show an org in a yellow hoodie, dropping bags where each bomb went off.
You ran facial recognition? You got an ID?
Couldn't see his face. But the bags are the same ones used by Talus Rucker and his aid workers in the Utilec complex.
That's a stretch.
Three
Yeah, I was just
bombings
gonna
in
say.
Prague in 6 months, Jensen. All of them after the leader of ARC took up residence in that ghetto. Rucker needs to answer for these attacks. Here's chicane now.
The movements are just off. Just literally, here's chicane now. Just, Nice badass intro.
Am I late? Are you too early?
You're right on time. Agent Jensen was just agreeing that we need to bring Rucker in.
Quick snatch and grab. Should be easy enough.
So we've already decided he's guilty?
We just need to talk to him on our terms, not when he's surrounded by fanatics. Getting into Gollum isn't the problem. Reaching Rucker is. Ark territory is fiercely defended. No one sets foot in there.
Not even the state police.
They can't.
Rucker wasn't forced into Gollum City. He bought his way in.
Blackmailed would be more apt. He threatened to go public with evidence of a humanitarian crisis, one that the United Nations Security Council had swept under the rug.
Got them to force the Czech government to hand over part of the Utilec complex to him. A little bit of hush real estate, so to speak.
He stays quiet and guarantees safety for himself and his followers. Smart. So how do I get in?
I've made a deal with an Ark prospect named Tibor Sokol. Promised to get his family out of the complex, so long as he gets you past Ark's checkpoints.
You trust him?
We have to. It's that or nothing. Sokol will meet you at an apartment in the housing district. Number 237. Any questions?
Yeah, why are you here? We could have done this via audio, really. And also, when somebody says, do you trust him? We have to. That's not a good reason to trust somebody.
You ask me. Rucker sounds more like a savvy politician than a terrorist.
These days, the lines tend to be blurred.
But Rucker
Ouch,
was a
too
highly
real.
respected doctor with no military training. What am I missing here?
Rucker is a man of deeply held convictions, with an unshakable belief in his own righteousness. Doesn't take much to push a man like that to terrorism.
Man's a zealot.
He's a suspect. Just bring him in.
Interesting enough, I recently read a news article from a local newspaper here about the origins of terrorism, which was interestingly not what you'd expect. Not that, adherence to specific religions makes you more terrorist, which is what you would more likely become terrorist, which is what you would expect, but more that it's not mental instability or mental illness that pushes people, but more isolation and indeed extremist beliefs to begin with. That coupled with isolation and then this echo chamber effect apparently is.
You really believe Ark is responsible for these attacks? For all of them?
Welcome back, Uther.
Ark has had the means, motive, and opportunity every time.
Even Dubai? Rucker and the Coalition are still confined to Gollum City. They have a heavy police presence keeping an eye on them.
Gollum isn't a concentration camp. You grease the right palms, you can get the papers you need to come and go.
I find that hard to believe.
So get me the evidence to prove otherwise. Get to Talos Rucker and bring him in, Agent.
Got it.
Let's get this over with.
Let me know when you've got Rucker.
Seriously, why is he here? Physically here?
Goddamn, Jensen. Every time I look at you, I can't believe the amount of jewelry you've got on. Tell me, how's that aftermarket shit working out for you?
Never better. Maybe you should reconsider. What with that limp?
No. I like my limp. Keeps me honest. Ready to light out.
I like him. This character, just the I don't know, the suggestion of more there. Just the things that he isn't saying. That's good.
You're my only backup on this one. Before we leave, I'd like to know you've actually got my back.
Trust me, I flew 10 years in the SAAF and 5 in the private sector moving corporate heads. And in all that time, I've never lost a fare.
How many years with TF-29?
2, which is a year and a half longer than you from what I understand. So you want to keep talking resumes, waste more of our time? Or will you trust me to get the job done?
Fine, let's do this.
Let's do this.
Good. Strap in.
Just like that. He basically, the interaction being, I don't know if I should trust you, and the reaction being, dude, I don't know if I should trust you.
But still,
Without
we have
saying
no
it, literally.
answers. No one has yet claimed responsibility.
Oh.
Dr. Talos Rucker, the leader of ARC, posted a letter condemning the attack. Sources close to the investigation, however, tell me that Rucker and ARC may be behind it after all. I don't know about you folks, but with the upcoming...
Interesting pre-game ritual you've got there. You getting pissed enough to end this guy yet?
I got a no-kill order.
Is that right? Would have thought he'd done enough to warrant extreme prejudice.
How far out are we?
Coming up on it now. Not many spots I can set her down. You got a preference?
Get as close to the ground as you can. I'll take it from there.
I like this. Very
Whatever you
cinematic.
say, boss.
Whoa.
Whoa. Okay, this is cool. This is a cyberpunk wasteland.
Jensen, still got all your parts together?
I'm fine. How close did you get me to our contact's location? Housing Unit 237.
Jesus, Jensen, I didn't put you on his doorstep. Residential sector should be just ahead of you. Me, I'm gonna switch to autopilot, have a coffee. Let me know if things get interesting.
Nice. Switch to autopilot. Have a coffee. Like Shakan, he's no Malik. He is no Malik. He's no Wash. Too soon, Jexus. Too soon. I'm a leaf on the wind.
Around the clock, around the world. I promise.
Yeah, no thank you.
Something to help get me back to normal.
Wow.
So long now. Get warm. Lay down and waste away.
This place is a hellhole. What kind of a ghetto do these people live in?
It's a wonder the cops haven't chased us from
The
here.
whole city is going to losses. No, just passing through.
Oh god. No, 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 no thank you. So that is the one we're looking for. Talus Rucker.
I don't suppose you've got any neuropazine you can spare, do you?
In a joint to which Fake Alice moves his second choice of username, your first choice may have been Magic Coffee Queen. New bosses and cheap snap. Whoa, 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 wait. So I can just lie? Barter for it? No, she can have some of my neuropazine.
Here. Looks like these people need it more than I do.
That's very kind of you. I wasn't expecting. Word of advice? You might want to keep a low profile tonight. Golem City can be sketchy in the best of times. This definitely isn't one of them.
Why? What's happened?
Haven't you heard? Terrorists try to blow up Ruzika Station. And even though people here couldn't have had anything to do with it, the cops need someone to blame.
Yeah, the cops are supposed to be the good guys, really.
These cops. They're looking for members of ARC.
We're all members of ARC to them, one way or another. And some of us may have even done bad things, but not the kind of things the rest of the world says we've done.
Sounds like you support ARC.
Jexes.
Why shouldn't I?
Damn you.
The Augmented Rights Coalition was started with the best of intentions, as a non-violent way to confront injustices and advance the cause of augmented rights.
Okay. But in my experience, the best of intentions often go awry.
That may be true, but right now Talus Rucker and ARC are the only things keeping people in Golem alive. Trust me, they're the good guys.
Okay, it's time to unmod Huthor and ban him from the channel. It played before at EGX. Nice. By the way, Jexus, dare you play Dota 2 without me?
I'm getting the impression that you see ARC and Talus Rucker as some kind of augmented Robin Hoods. How well do you know the man?
I met Talus years ago in India. We were both humanitarian aid volunteers back then.
Is he a good man? The press paints him as a narcissist.
He has his faults, but I wouldn't believe everything you see on Pactus News.
Oh, yeah.
Does he visit this
I'm
area
there
of the
with you.
complex much?
You know, you've been asking me an awful lot of questions.
Don't worry about it. Is my new home's not taking it once? Just looking for point? No, no, no. Nobody believes that. Do something to defend you, because that was my intention. Yeah. Yeah, I'll justify it.
It's just that I heard Rucker didn't get augmented voluntarily. So I'm wondering how that kind of experience colors a man's perspective
Too
around
real.
people who did.
Talus was always passionate about the ability of neuroaugmentations to heal people's bodies and souls. His accident only strengthened his beliefs.
Is he still an idealist then? After everything that's happened?
Listen to his daily broadcasts. He believes people will usually do the right thing in time. They just need to discover what the right thing is.
I wouldn't be so quick in believing that. Stopping you from playing it with you? We're streaming Drexus, in case you hadn't noticed. There's people watching Deus Ex.
Where I come from, cops are supposed to be the good guys.
What planet is that? Because where I come from, the police have been militarizing for years, wasting money and inciting deep levels of mistrust between them and the very people they're
Too
supposed to
real
protect.
Deus Ex, for
Is
America
that
at
what's
least.
happening in Golem City?
And, you know, other
It's
places.
happening all over the place. The cops in Gollum are a special breed. They control everything here. Food, drugs, neuropazine, and not all of them think very highly of Hazags.
People watching Dota X. We didn't ask for this. But okay, we'll watch it.
I see. Well, thanks for the warning, Doc.
I hope you'll take it to heart.
Block it out. Just block it out.
Firefly was amazing. The most depressing thing is, you know, once you watch it and you see the few episodes that are there, you have to reconcile with the fact that not only was it cancelled, it's also just, it's not coming back, but there's also no way, even if it were to come back, even if they announce it right now, Firefly is going to get reinstated for 5 seasons, guaranteed. It's never going to be the same. Aw. Oscara, I forgive you. Wish I could be there and hold you and help you. It's been a while. One up in Golem City. I know you want me not to get augmented. I know you said I was wasting and destroying what God gave me. Maybe you're right. I don't know. It's horrible here. Ark has some aid workers. They give us neuropozyme when they can, but it's never enough, and the pain is so bad I turned to neon. It's good at first, but now I can't stop. I don't know how much longer I can hold out. I just feel like giving up. I'm so sorry. Is there any chance you can forgive me for all the things I said and did? Oh my god, she messaged back, told him I forgive you. He read that and then did. With neon right there. Is that a sickness? Hold on. Is that a swan?
Oh man, I need a hit. Fuck.
Well, it's not a swan, but it's certainly drugs. Poor guy. Oh, hello.
Block it out. Just block it out.
Golem, a Jewish word? Yeah. Yeah, the, oh, what is it again? I once knew what it was that you had to carve into a golem's head. I think it was met, meaning breath or life. And that was what you would carve into a golem's head to make it come alive, and then emet, adding the E, would cause it to die again. Something along those lines.
Welcome to Golem City, Clank.
I don't know if I want to go there directly. I kind of want to see what this is, maybe. Let's have a look at the map. Okay, this place is big. Also, there's stores. Excellent. We are going to be here a while. Okay, I think this is where it came from, right? Okay, I still want to have a check to see what this is.
I can't seem to get warm.
Okay, I think you know what this means. There is so much loot here. This is going to be loot hacking all day long. Think you like your firefly-less life? Bones are made of mother clay, otherwise not human. Yeah. Heavy-handed, but you like it. Yeah. That describes mankind divided. Yep. The word God that needs to be on the scroll. Not just that, Jax. It's the way I remember it, though. Unless it might be. It's the other way around. That there was Emmet on it and you'd remove it. I don't know. So we're close to the idea in any case. Rabia, a brown new world. In a recent interview, Nathaniel Brown described Rabia as a haven for Augs, further revealing of the self-sufficient city in the deserts costing over $7 million per day to build. Santo's CEO seemed unperturbed. It's not just the money that keeps me doing what I do, a honeyed Brown opined to camera. Rabia is giving augmented people all over the world an opportunity to rebuild their lives in dignity. It's a win-win scenario for everyone, and I'm proud to be involved. Inspiring, isn't it? In other news, Brown will attempt to walk on Santo-branded water before turning it into wine and toasting his investors. The idea of being brown and being hailed as some kind of business saint is repugnant. Reports out of Rabia paint a picture of indentured Og workers ransomed to pittance salary with the promises of a place in paradise. Trouble is, the only people getting tickets are those willing to buy them with Santo's money. The projected capacity of Santoland, Rabia, is 101,500. There are 7.1 million augmented workers since the tragic incident. By my reckoning, that's roughly one for every daily dollar spent to building a paradise most can't afford. Will Brown make them pay to dig their own graves next? Right out, dear Oggs. For the chip the UN demands you swallow or be damned apparently unobtrusively supports intrinsic nervous control of installed augmentation. What's more, you will now be considered safe against involuntary aberrations in expected behavior. Excellent. This alarmingly dystopian lingo is borrowed directly from documentation written by Tai Young Medical, the chips manufacturer. The tech giant is no stranger to this kind of controversy either. Wasn't it TYM that supplied a quick-fix biochip to repair malfunctioning augmentations back in 2027, only days before the incident occurred? Now, barely a year later, here's another quick-fix chip from the very same expert. No aberrations in expected behavior from TYM either. Hi-yo! Rough, but true. Oh, the dog! I'm hacking your PC. Well now.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
There we go. The word Emmet, truth. Truth in Hebrew written on his forehead. Golem could be deactivated by removing the aleph in front of Emmet, thus changing the scripture from truth to death. Met. Yes! Thank you, Alex, for fixing that inaccurate bit of knowledge we had. There are a whole bunch of different legends, yeah. You're thinking of continuing your Dark Souls stream after we finish? Or are you saying after we finish Byronic? Because if there's a plan for you guys to come in here and assassinate me, I am not okay with that. But hey, that sounds fine. I will host you right after we're done then, so we can all enjoy watching some Dark Souls with all the fascinating things you know about it. Okay. Administrator Burke. Is that a reference to Alien 3? I understand that contacting you directly is a little unorthodox, but the situation is getting out of hand. I can now say, in no uncertain terms, the PCR been stealing our aid shipments. I spoke with Dr. Logan last night. He mentioned that he found over 100 charcoal water filters dumped into a sewage drain near the police blocks. Water filters I was expecting the last shipment. As you can guess, they're completely useless to us now. As a result of our shipment being stolen, I've reached out to the Augmented Rights Coalition. Tells Ruck assured me the organization could send any additional aid to the Utelek. Right, the ARC is fixing what the police cannot. Sorry, if the trouble in the Utelek complex. The organization strives to provide aid to many people in the world. We cannot put focus on one area. I'm going to be glancing through some of this. You and Dr. Logan will have to rely on what you have available to get through to the next shipment, 43 days hence. Wow. I'm very disappointed to hear this. Really? We cannot work with, nor consider assistance from, any group that's associated with terrorism, proven or not. Wow. Oh yeah, this is the mail she sent. Hope you knew housing unit inside Utelek complexes to your liking. As a security message, your safe is currently cited temporary code. You can reset this code to your own preferences before securing items inside. Let me guess. She did not change her code. Because people are lazy. Where, though, is... There we go, her safe. Oh, searchable containers. Hello, hello, hello. Guthor, I can totally see why you said that the highlighting thing should have been on, because I would not have found this many of these containers, and I would have been trying to pixel hunt everything, which would have delayed
Anomaly
the
detected.
stream
Trace
tremendously.
program initiated.